welcome API directly providing the response, or welcome API having a FEN client? Welcome API having a FEN client. What is there in the FEN client? In the FEN client, I configured greet API, send a request to greet API with this URL pattern. So whenever I send a URL one, the directly going to gateway to greet. When I send the request to second URL, going to API gateway to welcome API to FEN client to greet API will give some response, welcome API having some response, it is going to send you the combined response. Suman, good morning, welcome to Ashok IT. Suman, good morning is coming from the greet API, welcome to Ashok IT coming from the welcome API. So the total whole project is executing. The whole project is executing. Yes or no? Now go to the admin server. What can we do with the admin server now? You can monitor your application endpoints, actuator endpoints. Go to Jipkin server, run the query, gateway request. Now, when I send a request to the gateway directly processed our request, or gateway interacted with welcome API, gateway interacted with welcome API interacted with the greet API. So total time it has taken 570 milliseconds. Out of that, welcome API has taken 516 milliseconds. Out of that, greet API taken 27 milliseconds. Are we able to trace the request? How the request is processed? Which API is involved in the request processing? Are we able to trace it? We sent a request to gateway sent the request to welcome sent the request to greet. This kind of monitoring we can do by using Jipkin server for the microservices. This kind of monitoring we can do for the microservices by using Jipkin server. Now you understand the purpose of the Jipkin? Now you understand the purpose of the Jipkin. Good. Yes, look at this diagram. So with this, are you able to understand the API gateway concept? Now, client requests are going to come from, client requests will come to API gateway. Clients are going to directly access our backend APIs. Our client will access only API gateway. Clients are going to access backend API. Our clients are going to access API gateway. Clients are going to access API gateway. So this is the request sending by client. This is the response giving by the client. Request and response. Request and response. These are the URLs. These are the URLs that client is hitting. http:// localhost : 3333/ welcome/ Ashok. So when client send the request to this URL, then that is going to API gateway. From the API gateway, it is going to service registry, get the service URL. From the service URL, it will talk to a welcome API. Welcome API will talk to PN client. PN client will talk to greet API. Greet API is giving some response. Greet API will give some response to welcome. Welcome API giving the response to API gateway. Now, welcome API, we can say that it is Eureka client, Eureka client, admin server client, Chipkin client. My application is acting as Eureka client. My application is acting as Eureka client. My application is acting as admin client. My application is acting as a Chipkin client. Greet API also acting as Eureka client, acting as admin client, acting as a Chipkin client. Right? Slate available. Slate config available. Actuators config is available. Slate config is available. Actuators available. Here also Slate available. Actuators are available. Slate config is available. Actuators config is available. This is what we have done. Okay, now can I do one filter configuration? Can I do one filter configuration here? What is the purpose of a filter? What is the purpose of a filter? Why we need a filter? Pre-processing and post-processing can be done by using filter. So now people want to implement a security, or we want to validate the request, we want to validate the response. Whatever the request is coming, we want to store the request into database. Whatever the response we are sending, we want to store the response in the database. Can we do that filter configuration in the API gateway? Where we will configure that filter for security purpose. I want to secure my application. Do we need to write the security? Do we need to write the security in every API, or we will write the security at the API gateway? We will write the security for every API, or we will write the security only in the API gateway? If you write the security at the API gateway, then what will happen? It will be applicable for all the APIs available in the project. If you write the security at the API level, it is applicable for only one API. If you write the security at the API level, it is applicable for only one API. If you write the security at the API gateway, then it is applicable for all the APIs. Routings will be available, filters will be available. Filters are used to perform pre-processing and post-processing. Here, you can create a filter also. You can create a filter also in the API gateway. By using this filter, we can access the request information, pre-filter. Before the request is going, now you see, I think I have given for these people what is that filter in the 16 SPMS batch. Let's show the diagram. Let me show you the diagram. एक बार दिखाता हूँ. Yeah. Now see here. I have a service 1 and service 2. Client is sending a request to the gateway. Request is going to request handler mapper. Request handler mapper will talk to predicate. Predicate is having a routing. Then I configure a pre-filter. So before request is processing to going to service 1 or service 2, that pre-filter will execute. What is that pre-filter? Before sending a request to any service, I can execute a pre-filter. Inside the pre-filter, can I write the security logic? If request is valid, then only forward the request to service. If request is not valid, don't forward the request to particular service. I can do that logic in the pre-filter. For example, can I validate a request by using some token? Can I validate a request by using some token in the pre-filter? If the request is having a token, then only I will forward it. If the request doesn't have a token, then I will not forward it. That kind of security can be implemented by using filters. Now tell me, where we are going to do the filter configuration in the project? Filters we will write in every API, or filters we will write only in the gateway API? Filters we will write in every API, or filters we will write only in the gateway API? filters will write only in the gateway. What is the advantage if I write a filter in the gateway? What is the advantage if I write a filter in the gateway? It is applicable for all the requests which is coming to your application. Every request should go through API gateway. So if you have a filter in the API gateway, in that filter you can write the logic to validate the request, to perform pre-processing of your request. If the filter logic is successful, if the conditions are satisfied, then only my routing will execute. Otherwise my routing will not execute. Understood? Routings filters will be available in the gateway project. Can I create one small filter and can I show you in the gateway? Can I create a small filter and can I show you? Yes. New class, my pre-filter. I'm going to create a class in the gateway, my pre-filter. My pre-filter which is going to implement one interface called global filter. Let me take it here. It is going to implement a filter with a name called global filter. Implements my pre-filter. Let me stop my API gateway project. I will run it once again because I'm changing some code. Yeah. API gateway server I am stopping. API gateway server I have stopped. Now go here. Implements global filter. When you do global filter, you need to write one method called filter method. You need to override one method called filter method. Whenever you override the filter method, you can access all the information related to the request. You can access all the information related to the request. Okay. Now HTTP headers are available here. Servlet request is available. HTTP servlet request is available. Util list is available. You can import. Right? Exchange.get request. Server HTTP request. Now here I need to do the logger. Let me do a logger. This one I am going to represent as a component. This should be represented as a Spring Bean. Now I will write a logger. Private logger. Logger is equal to logger factory dot get logger of my pre-filter dot class. Component. Why I am using component? To represent this as a Spring Bean. To represent this as a Spring Bean. Alright. So what I am doing here, I am writing filter method executed. Here you can access the request headers you can access. You can print the request headers also by using this filter. Now, pre-filter implements a global filter. Whenever a request comes, this pre-filter is going to execute. For every request, the pre-filter is going to execute. Inside the global filter, we are overriding a method called filter method. In that filter method, we have a exchange parameter, exchange.getRequest. You will get the complete server HTTP request. Whatever the request you are sending to API gateway, that complete request we can access here. By using that request, can you get the headers? Yes, generally to verify the request is valid or not, we will get a token in the header. I'm able to get the headers. If the token is valid, then I will forward to the routing. Otherwise, I will stop the request processing. I will show you error. Now, run as boot app. Gateway application I am running. Gateway application I am going to run now. Currently, gateway is not registered with Eureka. I have stopped it and I am running now. Wait, it is going to start. It is going to start now. Gateway started. Gateway is running. Go to the console of the gateway. Clear that console. In the gateway console, currently this is gateway console. Nothing is available in the gateway console. Now make a request to welcome API. Send a request. I got the response. Go to the console of the gateway. Go to console of the gateway. Now can you see that my filter got executed? Can you see my log message? Filter method executed. Let me show you in this gateway. Gateway. Now, filter method executed. Can I say that filter method got executed? Am I able to access headers? Am I able to access the headers of the request? If you send some token in the request, can you access the token in the filter? If you send some token in the request, can we access the token in the filter? Here in the filter, I have a server request, complete request access. I got exchange, server web exchange, exchange.get request. I got the complete request object. Once I get this request, then I can get the headers. Headers a key set. If you are sending a token, authorization token, if the token is matching with my token, then I will process that request. Otherwise, I will not process this request. That request to validation can be done in the filter part. So filters available, routings available. Filters available, routings available. Understood? Fine guys, so with this we completed our mini project implementation by using microservices architecture. Lot of questions will come in the interview. What is Eureka server? What is admin server? What is Jipkin server? What is inter-service communication? What is PN client? What is gateway, API gateway? What is routing in the API gateway? How to write the filters in the API gateway? How to secure your APIs available in the application? All these things are the very famous interview questions when you are attending the interview with a Java experience. If you are attending a Java experience interview, they will ask all these things. Today I have implemented all these things in the live session. So total project we have implemented in the live. All the projects, service registry, admin server, greet API, welcome API, cloud gateway, Jipkin server we are just running because it is a jar file we have. 5 projects we have created. Only Jipkin server we have downloaded and we started from the net. Remaining 5 projects we have completed. So what is the title for this diagram, guys? What is the title we need to give for this diagram? Can you tell me? Microservices based mini project. Now, are you feeling like we developed a real microservices? Do you feel that we developed a real microservices? Currently I have developed 2 APIs. Now in the real time, only 2 APIs will be available or multiple APIs will be available in the real time. Today I have developed 2 APIs for you. In the real time, only 2 APIs will be available or multiple APIs will be available. Multiple APIs will be available in the real time. Okay. Good. Thank you guys. So please practice this before coming to tomorrow's session. Now, in tomorrow's session, what we are going to discuss? Tomorrow also at 7:45 AM session will start. Tomorrow's session will start at 7:45 AM. Tomorrow I will tell you how to do the load balancing. Tomorrow I will tell you how to do the load balancing. Connecting to multiple databases and how to implement the load balancing. First I will explain the load balancing for the microservices. Then I will explain how to connect with multiple databases. So tomorrow 7:45 to 10 o'clock it is going to take. Load balancing will take 1 hour. 30 minutes to 40 minutes to 1 hour it will take for load balancing, and 1 hour it will take for multi-DB connectivity. Tomorrow morning 6 o'clock no class guys, 16 SBMS batch completed, and multi-DB connectivity we are going to discuss tomorrow 7:45 AM. Please join. And Redis cache also we are going to discuss in the morning session at 7:45. This week we will have the classes at 7:45. Morning 16 SBMS batch completed, 3 topics are pending for them. Those pending topics I am covering along with the 19 JRTP. And 20 JRTP people also attending this microservices, because same concept you also guys need it. Thank you. Tomorrow at 7:45 we have a class. I will update these 2 videos in the Telegram. Please go through that and practice it before coming to next session. I will upload the notes also in the portal. Notes I will upload in the portal. Videos I will share in the Telegram. Please practice it before coming to tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we will do load balancing and multi-DB connectivity. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Tapi dah nak kerja apa yang tak ada.